Hey, beautiful people! I would like to invite you to come with us on a day trip to Hocking Hills, a state park in the center of Ohio. So hard to believe that this extremely mind-blowing beauty, which is, by the way, completely free, is right next door. So let's go and check it out. I will show you the best places and how to get the most out of your time there. Let's go. First, you're gonna park your car at the visitor center at Hocking Hills, and then probably a good idea to use the restroom before you go on your hikes. Now you can also grab a map here at the visitor center for all your trails, but you can also follow my voice right here. Now my recommendation is don't go straight down to Old Man's Cave from the visitor center, but rather use the big loop to see all the waterfalls and even the bathtubs. Okay, so go to the opposite end of the parking lot and follow the signs for Old Man Cave. And this is where your adventure actually begins. First, you walk over a bridge on top of the upper falls, and then you work your way down to underneath the bridge where you can explore the waterfall, run down those beautiful rock formations. Now, I have to mention that depending on the weather, there's going to be a lot of water or almost no water at all, so choose wisely after a rainy day maybe.
As you can see, it's very, very crowded.
So try to go early in the morning or, if possible, on a weekday. After you have taken your pictures, you continue your hike over the bridge. Now you will notice a lot of bridges underneath you and even over you on this hike. Your next stop is the Devil's Bathtub, yet another bridge and a beautiful location for even more pictures. Soon, you will walk through a little tunnel, and when you get out on the other side of the tunnel and turn to the right, you can look down and see another pretty waterfall, or you can look up and see the cinematic, beautiful Old Man's Cave. Here, I would strongly recommend to go up those stairs and ingrain those extremely beautiful views from on top into your memory and into your soul. It's so beautiful. Here, you have to make a decision. At this point, your trip was 1 mile long and took about an hour, and you can keep going up the Old Man's Cave to get out of this hike at the visitor center, or what we did, keep going back down and follow the signs for Lower Falls, which will make your trip 1.5 miles long, and it's gonna take about 1.5 hours. So let's keep exploring. We finally get to the Lower Falls, yet another beautiful waterfall. Here, it's worth mentioning that Hocking Hills does not allow swimming in any of the waterfalls or watering holes. You can make another decision here. You can keep going the hike to the Whispering Cave, where you're gonna see a cave and another waterfall, but it's quite a few miles away. Or what we did, finish the hike and go up those steep stairs back to the car and visitor center. This is where the hike goes from somewhat mediocre to a tiny bit more challenging. Still very doable. If you need to take breaks, just do that. Our next stop, Cedar Falls. An absolute must-see, especially after a rainy day where there's more water in the waterfall. You can hike there, which is quite a long hike. Or, what we did to save some time, drive your car there. The parking lot itself is quite small, but I've noticed that the cars rotate rather fast out of there, so you might get lucky. If not, drive back a few minutes and you will get to the overflow parking lot, so you can use that as well. It would mean the world to us if you could support us with a little like, maybe a comment, and most importantly a subscribe, so we can show you more the world has to offer. And our last stop on this day trip is Ash Cave. It's another 2-mile drive with your car, and this parking lot now is quite big, so no worries there. The unique feature here is that this cave is wheelchair accessible. It's a simple 5 to 10 minute walk to the cave from the parking lot, and if you have a wheelchair, you have to go back the same way you got there, or you can choose to hike the 40-minute loop all the way around to get back to your car, which we did. This enormous, natural, beautiful cavern with a waterfall surrounded by woodlands has the potential to take your breath away. Let's summarize what you need to know in order to make this trip amazing. Number 1, what we showed you was only the more popular locations. There's so many more cool places Hocking Hills has to offer. If you've been here, drop a comment down below with your favorite places, please. Number 2, traveling doesn't have to be expensive. If you just make it a day trip and don't stay overnight, it's completely free and out of charge. What we showed you today is easily doable under 4 or 5 hours. And number 3, the most thing you need to remember, share this with your friends, keep traveling, see the world, and I'll see you in the next adventure. Love you.